Hey everyone, it's Todd Gross. Thanks for holding in there and holding tight. And thank you, Shannon, for that alert. We have the whole team here. We have Oliver Goodwin in the background. I just got off over the weekend, yesterday, interviewing Adeel Chowdhry. You'll be seeing him in just a moment, who presented or actually came up with the product, Prezentar itself. Prezentar is an amazing presentation software. Really puts PowerPoint to shame in some ways. It has some elements of Camtasia. It has some elements of Photoshop, but it really is a presentation software more than anything else. And it really is quite good. In fact, you're looking at it right now, believe it or not. And basically, what you could do with it is you could create presentations, videos, ebooks in minutes. It's a perfect solution for slides, presentations, videos, content, courses, tutorials, webinars, even landscape ebooks. There's carousel ebooks, by the way, that really look cool. And one of the big differences, it's easy to do voice recording and music within this. So it's more complicated to do that in PowerPoint. It's much easier to do within this. It's much more of a multimedia output. And that's why it's so easy to sell to clients. Now, one of the reasons I got you over here is for something very exciting. I want you to put a 1 in the question answer box, please, if you already have software that's from Oliver and myself. I know a lot of folks are here from other pieces of software that we've offered, but when I say Oliver and myself, I'm talking about Human Synthesis Studio or Talking Faces. Please put a 1 in the box if you have any of that. Yes, I've got it all, own both. Wow, that's a lot of ones. Now I'm doing this because I want to understand the audience, so please bear with me. Huh, Luann, that solves your problem there that we had earlier. We were wondering what to do with the folks that didn't have that. That's really exciting. Okay, most of you have that. Those that don't, you'll probably want to get that. But we'll talk about that later. Now, one of the things that just happened is that Adeel Chowdhry, who has produced this amazing software, Prezentar, he came to me and he says, listen, I really want to put this out on June 6th. I've been thinking about June 6th for a long time. And I said, okay, well, then we'll put out our big face swap launch on June 19th, on Father's Day. In the United States, it's Father's Day. And the reason I wanted to do that is because Face Swap is the software that allows you to change faces. So if you bear with me just a moment, before I get to the Prezentar actual demonstration, and Adeel's going to do a pretty long demonstration of it. Before we get to that, I want to tell you that Face Swap is coming out on Father's Day on June 19th, early in the evening. And we're going to actually do a little contest and have you send in pictures of your relatives, such as your father, and we're going to change their face. And we're going to show that on that webinar. So you'll definitely want to be on that webinar because you'll also be getting a big coupon if you opt in to join that webinar. And the coupon is going to give you a big discount, bigger than even if you were on that webinar, you know, at all. I mean, we're going to give you a coupon just for being here today and signing up to that webinar. So what is Face Swap? Again, I'm off topic for a moment. I'm off of Prezentar. I just want to briefly show you. We're inside right now the actual Prezentar software, and I'm actually playing it right in front of your very eyes. And what we've got is, for instance, here is Adeel Chowdhry. He produced, as you know, the software, which is Prezentar. Notice how I actually took Johnny Depp and put some of Johnny Depp's features as Captain Jack Sparrow into Adeel's face right there. I actually was able to do that, and that's just one of the many things. I'll show you many more examples a little bit later on. In fact, I think I have some more right here before we even get into the software. I have it on a video here. Let me show you. So there's the Adeel original. Notice that I was able to change his face, not anything else, not his hair, not his shirt, right? Just his face. I'm going to do it again now with Simon Warner. Watch what I do to Simon Warner. Can you guess? I'm going to pause this video. Can you guess whose face? Oh, I wrote Elvis Presley. Yeah, you got that. All right. I'll give you a chance to guess in a minute. All right. This one you could guess. Who did I change Paul Pona's face into? Who did I blend in with Paul Pona? Can anyone take a guess? You're right, Mark. You got it right off the bat. Jason, you got it right off the bat. Yeah, he does look a little bit like Tom Cruise, but it's Leonardo DiCaprio. You got it right off the bat. Congratulations. I'm excited you were able to tell that. And you could do it with videos and you could do it with stills. Watch this one. This is a little more subtle. This is a little harder. So you could also swap out backgrounds. So there's Laura Castleman from JV Zoo. So I swapped out the background. She was in Europe and I just put that behind her. And now watch what I do to her face. I take another actress. Can anyone tell me what actress I stuck into Laura Castleman's face there? Any guesses there? I kind of give it away at the bottom, don't I? Reese Witherspoon is the correct answer on that one. And I think I have one more at the end here. All right. Sam Backer, I turned into Mr. Spock. How's that? Yeah, I know you want to see that one again, right? Okay, here's Sam. I blended in Mr. Spock. Now, this sounds fun, all fun and games, but later, at the very tail end of this webinar, I am going to show you how you could actually use this to increase your content across the board, all right? So that you will be able to have an amazing amount of content out of nowhere all of a sudden, just by starting with one person first. So that's one of the integrations today with the Prezentar software is you're going to be getting a coupon for a discount on our new face swap software, which allows you to do what I just showed you. Switch out the backgrounds, switch up the faces. Really impressive stuff. The other thing, though, that I want to talk about today that we're going to do, if you have Human Synthesis Studio, and most of you do, you're actually looking at a slide that we just made. We just made this a few minutes ago with Jenny from Human Synthesis Studio, actually walking and talking. That's what she does. We just took a still in front of a Prezentar presentation. You'll be able to do it with up to 12 Prezentar slides. So you can have a 12 slide presentation inside Human Synthesis Studio if you purchase Prezentar from us today. We will make that integration possible. So we wanted to tell you about that, and we'll tell you exactly how to do that with a flip book that Luann, one of our team members, made inside Prezentar. Again, Luann just started using this software on Saturday. She already made a flip book that's going to train you how to easily, and I mean easily, go into your Human Synthesis Studio account and put humitars in front of these various slides. So that's really exciting. Stay tuned because we have that special ebook coming, created using Prezentar and Human Synthesis Studio combined, and our special exclusive bonuses as well will be at the end of this webinar. All right, so you guys excited about that part of it, that we have all this integration involved? Yes, Fred, there will be a replay. That's outstanding, says David. Yeah, she walks. Jason, she walks and talks too. Of course, it's a humitar on Human Synthesis Studio. We just quickly grabbed the still image to show you. Yeah, we can do it on videos. We can do the changes on videos too. And there are good questions in here we'll have to get to later. Our team's going to try to answer you in the question answer box. Like, is there a one-time price for synthesis? Right now, it's a one-time price, and we'll tell you about that later. Mr. Spack, Mr. Spock here. He really does look like Mr. Spock, BJ says. Yeah, well, in that case, I took Leonard Nimoy as Spock, and I copied it over. The reason I didn't show you Leonard Nimoy and I was doing that is I didn't want to run into any copyright issues. So you do have to be careful with stuff like that if you're going to, go public with it. All right. Oh, Michael. Michael wants me to get on with it. You got it. Presentations are essential to convey and share content rapidly, as you know, for all types of sales funnels, whatever you're doing, or educational reasons, email list, sell and pitch products, teach students, live or automated webinars like we're doing now, um, video content such as YouTube. You can, put this right into a video. I guess the way that Adeel, as you'll hear, used it is a lot for education. He really did a lot in terms of the education reasons, and that's what caused him to create this product. Problem with PowerPoint is it's kind of hard to use. Like even right now, if I was inside PowerPoint showing you, it wouldn't look as good. It would be harder, a little harder to use. It wouldn't take me just a few hours to figure it out. And although there are templates that look better, it's still kind of ugly compared to what we've got with this product. And it takes longer, more research and planning. The editing and formatting is more difficult. To put a video in is more difficult. Multimedia content is more difficult. And freelancers tend to, milk that. They make it more expensive to work with it. Stock templates cost money. Here you're going to be getting, I think it's 200 templates. So, that's the good news there. So the vision that Adeel Chowdhry had, who's a friend of mine, is presentation software, but add audio and video kind of into one. Allow anyone to make presentations fast. And I represent, truly, I'm not exaggerating here. I represent the average user. I'm not particularly adept at technical stuff. My girlfriend makes fun of me about that, although I make fun of her about stuff she doesn't know too. So, and I am fairly adept like you would be, as the average of you would be. And I'll tell you, it took me so short a period of time without any instructions at all to use this. And the customer service that we've gotten so far, anytime we had a question, has been excellent. And we know that this team, which is the same team that put out Scribble, is very responsive. So that's good news too. So it allows virtually anyone to make presentations fast in minutes. It's easy to use, beautiful professional slides, and it's point and click technology. And the income opportunity is really huge there. In fact, there is an upgrade today that you're going to hear about that brings the business to you. You don't have to look for it. As the gigs for these presentations are posted online in the various sites, you actually will hear about it. It will come to you. And if you're really quick, you'll get the business. That's one of the upgrades today. Because a lot of folks need presentations made for them. This is something that's, a huge business online. So that's how we came up with Prezentar. Of course, Adeel Chowdhry and his team, the Scribble team, and I've been working with him on this for over a month now. And my team has. I only myself learned the software, as I mentioned, this weekend. You select the template, you edit the content, you export it. That's basically it. Very simple stuff. From 50 ready-made templates, 500 content slides across a huge variety of niches for your next campaign. Now, I said 200 a moment ago. That's something to do with 200 in there as well. We'll talk about that. Adeel is going to go over that. Then you customize it so that if you go to a business who needs this done, of course, you're going to customize these slides. You'll see that done in front of your eyes. And then you just download and share it. You could share it across all social sites. And as I said, you could produce a video out of it, a PDF, or an HTML. And we've used all three already. The templates are really nice looking already. So it's not like you have to go out and find and purchase additional templates. I mean, right off the bat, we've got a lot of niches covered in there. And there's a lot of designs. You could use it for courses, tutorials, webinars, reviews, pitches. You could sell and teach with it, YouTube, demos, lessons, meetings, and more. But what I really want to do is get right over to Adeel, who's going to show you in 50 minutes, 50 minutes, how to use this software. Okay, so let's just talk specifically now about Prezentar, the product itself. Over the weekend, I got to interview Adeel Chowdhry, who came up with this product, and he put his staff, his programmers, on the task of producing the product. So, what is it in a nutshell? It's basically a PowerPoint killer. Yes, it does some features of Photoshop, it does some features of Camtasia, but to me, it really is presentation software that just blows away in terms of ease of use and in terms of the visuals, PowerPoint. And it's great to see an alternative to PowerPoint, and that's exactly what we have here. During the course of the interview, watch how he really does answer how you would use this, and especially how you would monetize this. One of the upgrades actually gets you clients. They come to you, never mind you go to them. It's really interesting. The first question I asked him is how he came up with this whole idea. So here's that question answered from Adeel Chowdhry.
It was the course that I was building that actually triggered it, because I was building a course,
right?
And I'm always creating courses. Now, if you backtrack about, I don't know how long you've got actually, because I could go on for ages. Have your audience got that long? But I'm gonna go. Okay. Hopefully they don't mind. It's a valuable content that I'm about to share.
You're more entertaining than Netflix. Let me tell you. I can watch all day.
So going back to McDonald's about 15 years ago, when I used to be this little spotty brown kid, working at McDonald's, selling Big Macs and quarter pounders and cheeseburgers to the public. I actually left McDonald's. That's a whole different story. I actually walked out. But going on from that, I discovered the internet, and I realized people were actually selling courses online and making a lot of money. So I made a bit of money on the side doing eBay. So when I did leave McDonald's, I had to try something online. So I thought I need to create a course. And the only thing that I knew how to do at that point was sell stuff on eBay. So I put a course together, right? Slides. All it was some ugly looking slides with like 50 bullet points crammed into one PowerPoint slide with maybe one tiny image on the bottom right, And I put it together. It took me about 3 months to put this thing together, and I put it online for sale. Shall I tell you how much it made? $19,000.
Nice.
In about a week. From that little course that I whipped up together. So that started off my course building career, as a marketer. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, but I was just, praying and hoping and just getting through. So presentations for me are pretty essential when it comes to being able to create courses now in tutorials and slides that convey content to my audience, And I'm still doing courses to this day. So that last year, now we're going forward again. So last year I wanted to create another course, which I did. And it was the same process. I wanted to create some beautiful looking slides now and content and share it with my audience to make them buy. And the price point was $997, so it's not cheap. So I wanted them to look really, really nice, to give my customers and the buyers a sort of like premium feel. So there's no, I didn't want to go back to PowerPoint and have some ugly looking slides. So that's where this idea stemmed from. Then again, I had that eureka moment finally. And so that's how I set off to create this new solution, which I don't think we've mentioned yet, have we? I mean, I've just rambled on for about 20 minutes there.
Prezentar, everybody knows Prezentar.
Prezentar, right.
You know how it has elements of Photoshop and has elements of Camtasia, but does it really? I'd like you to go through what it does and doesn't have.
It's got the essential small components of various of those different software products combined into one. So it just has everything you need. You don't need 5,000 other features that you'll never use in Photoshop, Camtasia, or PowerPoint. So it's just got the essential cores that you need in our industry to create presentations, videos, webinar slides, courses. Bang, we're done.
If you were then trying to target a specific niche, you have built in a variety of niches. How many?
I always go overboard. That's actually a problem that I have. I completely go overboard. So I wanted to build something that would cater to as many people as possible. So I started off with the top, let's say 20, that most people would have, a theme and a template and a kit that most people, the majority of the users would go for, like health, fitness, love, the big three. health, wealth, relationships. So all of those are covered. So we're covering like 80% of the people and the users out there, and then the more niched ones as well. Spirituality, yoga, dive into veganism, pets, dentistry, medicine, pills.
So you have dozens and dozens in there.
Dozens and dozens, and we're always adding. In fact, there are some upgrades as well that actually enhance that as well, and just add and pile in a lot more to the library. You're never going to run out. If you do, let me know. I'm going to go build another 1,000 just to make you happy. Right.
All right. Well, with that in mind, how would you then monetize those particular niches, or any other way that you could think of monetizing this product? Obviously, it's a step above PowerPoint in terms of how multimedia it is, how colorful it is, how 3D it is. I mean, what would you suggest to folks to be able to go out and then sell their services with this particular product? What would you do if you were going out to sell?
2 ways. Okay, so the first way is, well, you have to ask yourself, do you want to sell the content, create and sell the content yourself as the author, or do you want to provide services to clients? So that's the first question. For me, myself, I like to create content and courses and tutorials and things like that for myself, because I already have an asset, like an audience or a list that I can sell to. Right. So that's one question that I'll ask yourself first. Now, so that's the first one, is to create the content and courses and tutorials to sell as an individual, as a business owner. If they don't have an asset, and I'm guessing probably maybe the majority of people won't have.
That's correct.
Yeah. I would offer up my services to people that do have an asset already. Okay. So you could go cold and start outreaching and finding clients online on the various freelancing platforms that are out there, like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, Guru. Social media forums is another gold mine. Okay. You should also know which niche you want to get into, because yes, you could find people online, but you need to know what niche you want to tailor and service. These are very important questions that you should know beforehand. Right? Because a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people don't realize that, like, where me and you will know how to do this, we'll know how to use technology, we'll know what softwares to use, how to connect everything together. Most clients haven't got a clue. They can just about get online. Most of them are probably still on AOL and dial-up. Right? Do you remember those sound effects? Ding, 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 funny stuff. Right? So there's a lot of money in this. In fact, we have someone on the team called Kevin. He just sent me a message yesterday, true story, yesterday, saying, Adeel, I just made a presentation for another one of my clients, and he's just sent me a wire over for $3,500.
Gives you an idea of how much you could charge for one.
Yeah, and I would never expect like $3,500. That's kind of like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But people don't know how to do it. You're saving business owners time and energy.
Right.
Just they've got so many things to do as a business owner. It's like, okay, can someone go ahead and quickly create me a quick presentation on this, and this? I need it done by tomorrow. There's loads of people out there like that. Okay, so that's one, right? And if you know the niches and the type of industry that you want to target, you could also go onto social media. You can find groups on there of let's take the marketing community. People like, marketers like me and you. We always need talent. We always need people to go ahead and create us content. Right? You can offer to create content and presentations, courses, or even tutorials or webinar slides for other marketers.
Well, that's how I started, is I offered my video services for free. And then when they saw what I could do, then of course I just continued from there. So that's what folks I would suggest would do with this. Just as originally when Camtasia first came out, I suggested people do that, make courses with Camtasia, and those that listened to me did really well. And now that you have this, it's like that next step. So Todd does videos, and then Todd says, okay, you guys, I'm giving it to you for free now, but if we have a continuing relationship, this is what it'll cost. And then folks, I told them to do the same thing with Camtasia, and some did, and they made out really well. And now we have this, as the next step, because this is a multimedia experience. It looks better than PowerPoint, and it's easy to put together. And that's what I want you to show us. If you wouldn't mind just doing a really brief demo, I mean, just sharing your screen, just to show the ease of use, because I think it's exciting that you've got it down so that you can easily show it. And then, of course, you have the HTML mode with the videos and all that. If you could just briefly show how this works.
Okay, no, I mean, I was nodding there because you said something so profound, is to offer up your services for free. You know, imagine something free or something low value that it just makes it a no-brainer for the client or the recipient to say, you know what, I'll give you a try. And the amount of people that I've hired people using that model. Somebody approached me once and says, you know, I'll write you these emails, newsletters for just like $5. I'm like, okay, $5, nothing to lose. He writes me an email newsletter. I'm like, that's pretty good. Then he writes another one, and then another one, and then I give him a little bit more work. And then I'm like, hey, can you write some sales copy for me this time?
Right.
Then he starts writing sales copy. And before you know it, I'm paying him like $2,000-$3,000 a month, and he's just become full-time. So that's a great strategy to get in. And you mentioned video. You know, I see your face everywhere now. I go to Google, you're there. I'm like, oh man. I go to Facebook. I go to this sales letter, that page. You're everywhere. I go to my bed, under the bed. You're there as well. So it was a great strategy that you executed there. So that's just a great blueprint. So that was a great advice that you gave to the follower. So anyway, listen, I'm going to switch to my screen.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the template category. Okay. So you can see we've got over 200 templates in here.
200.
There's templates for all different types of niches here. So from arts, betting and trading, business and finance, computers and software, marketing, education, employment, fiction, food, health, games, languages, mobile, parenting and families, spirituality and religion, sports and travel. So there is something there for everybody. Here's one on making money. So let's have a little preview there. This is a fun one with a character.
That's good.
All right. So that was really easy. Now everything is drag and drop. I've made it so easy and dummy proof. Okay. So we've got all these beautiful slides. You can customize everything in there. Doing this, you know, something like this from scratch and finding these right images and visuals and uploading them would take you weeks and months. And nobody's got time for that. So Fresh Fruit program. So I'll show you some of the multimedia different types of elements and components so that they can add. So text is you know, it's obviously a big one. It's the biggest staple. So you can add in text there. Now that's on a white background. So you would change the color of the font there. And we've got a lot of menus on the right hand side. You can highlight text. You can change the color of the text. Okay, like so. And there's a lot of various options. And it really is just so easy to use, Todd. I would point and click. I could change the font styling. We've got hundreds of different fonts in here that our users can go ahead and use, right? Look at that, beautiful, striking fonts. You know, fonts matter, images matter. The way your presentation and your content looks just really makes things engaging, because attention spans in today's day and age, Todd, as you know, you're getting 50,000 pings on your phone. You got Uber ringing you, you got food, you got kids, you got dog barking, you got YouTube running, right? So you have to be able to engage your audience in a visually engaging way. And something like this that you're looking at the screen right now, I've already hooked them in. Right, so from slide to slide, just hook them in for a little bit more. Go to the next slide, just hook them in for a little bit more, and before you know it, they're at the end and they're listening and hearing your pitch. And the next minute, they've got their wallet out, ready to spend. Right. So let me show you how to add an image. So you would go to images, and we've got thousands of images, Todd.
Where was the image?
Okay, so again, so this is the core. I would say this is the core button that a lot of people will end up using, is this one here, add element. So that controls all of these various elements and how you can add things into.
Where was that on the screen? It was on the
okay, right there. You see that plus there? I'm going to hover my mouse.
Yeah, I got it. Got it.
Yeah. So it's glowing red. I think it's red. Yeah. So I would go ahead and click on that. And so that's the main button that most of the users are just going to use, because you can, from there, you can add in text, you can add in images, you can add in media, and I'll show you how
videos.
Media as in video, as in audio. You can record your voice directly through the browser, Todd. So you will not need to have any external programs, plugins, downloads, things, because previously
figure that out in PowerPoint. It's just too confusing.
It's way too confusing. Even to this day, I still haven't figured PowerPoint out. As archaic as it is.
Yeah.
So I wanted to just make everything all in one, have it all there. You just click.
That's perfect. You've got images, you have record, you have audio import, and you have video.
We have gallery as well. So if you wanted to add background music, you can do. I don't know if you can hear that, yeah. So there's all different types of music, blues, piano. We've got country, dubstep. You're a techno. You can look like a techno kind of guy there, Todd. Electric, dance, folk, guitar. We've got sound effects in here. So this is great if you wanted to add a type of background type of ambient music in your presentation, whatever suits your mood. Whatever you're feeling, go ahead and add it to all of your slides in your presentations.
Yeah.
So I'll show you the images again, so we know how to do the text. Again, the dummies can go in there. It's just a big circle there. You click, go ahead, select your text. You want to add an image, a big circle, it says image, you click that thing, and we've got lots and lots and lots of different type of images. You see, most of these images, Todd, if you were to go on one of these stock type of websites, as you know, you can't just steal images from Google today, Todd. You can't. You're going to end up in court like Johnny Depp.
They automatically detect it.
Yeah, you don't want to risk that, Back in the day, you probably get away with it, and I'm sure we've all done that. But today, no. You want to make sure you're protected. You're buying a licensed image. And these images, just one image, would end up costing you like $10. So we don't want to be spending money. So I went ahead and licensed thousands of images for our users, especially your users. We're going to give them so many images that they're going to be over the moon, Todd. And they're going to come back wanting more. Right, so we've got lots of tabs at the top. Lots of different tabs. I'm going to scroll through. Look at the vibrancy. Look at the colors. I just want to reach out and touch the screen right now as I look at these images myself. So we've got lots and lots of categories, from alcohol. I don't know why I said that one first. Animals, apartments, army, backgrounds, boards, different types of objects. So there's something there for everybody. You can also upload your images, because I know a lot of people are going to be saying, well, Adeel and Todd, can we upload images? Of course you can. So you just go to My Images and upload from there. We've got system images as well. Another 1,000 or 8,000 in there. I've lost count of how many images we have inside. Okay.
Yeah. Everything.
Backgrounds. Yeah, backgrounds is probably a big one. So you can add. We've got hundreds of high definition backgrounds, because obviously we're creating presentations here. So backgrounds are going to be pretty important. So we've got stunning background images here for every type of niche you can think of. So we've got a taste and a style for every person, thousands of assets. And most people just don't understand that you just can't grab an image off of Google. You have to license these. So let's go back inside. Now I'm going to add another element. I like the media one. I think your audience is going to appreciate the media one as well. Right now, let me mention shapes first, because it ties in with the images. So there's lots of different types of shapes and buttons as well. So imagine you go to the end of the presentation, and now a call to action, whether it's to sign up to your email list, or add you on Facebook, or go and buy or book a call or something. So let's get rid of this bit of milk here, because we're not interested in milk. We want to have a call to action. Let's add the button in instead. So let's find something that looks like a button. Let's just say buy my course. Okay. Learn to cook with low-fat dairy option. Okay, that's just great. And we can have a URL here as well. Now we can also add in hyperlinks as well, so that things are clickable. So let's just put let's put some text over this one real quick.
Yeah.
That right there. And I can just put, buy now, right? I know we're doing this very quick on the fly, but
that's okay.
You can also change the font.
I see how easy it is, and you just went on the right-hand side. Now you're going to just add a link to it.
I'll change the color. There you go. You want to change the color again? You want to change the font? You just click like that, and again, it's just you just need to use one finger. It's just a mouse and a finger, and you're gonna create beautiful presentations, right? And then you can add the link then. And the way you do that, Todd, is just to go on the right-hand side, and you see that little tiny little link hyperlink icon.
Yeah.
You just hit that thing there, and then you put in a link. Now we've got something funky in here. You can actually add in a URL as you normally would, which would go off to your sales page or website or a Calendly or wherever. The other option here is you could redirect somebody on click to go to one of your other slides, which is interesting, which is kind of quirky and cool.
Yeah.
Okay?
You
Yeah.
can jump to a different slide.
Exactly. Yeah.
I
So
can
there's
right off the bat of how you use that. Yeah. You
okay.
can actually jump to a slide that's further down. So when they're ready and they click something, then they could be further along in your presentation, and you could skip all the other stuff that isn't necessary. That's
You
really
could have
yeah.
they're like bookmarks or shortcuts. Imagine you had 5 of those buttons on a slide as a reference slide for different things. FAQs, FAQ1, or point number 2. If you want to get a reference for this, then just click this. So I'm gonna show you something really, really impressive now. So let's say, Todd, once your audience has created their presentation, and let's say they were crafting a course, okay? And now you've done all the editing, you've added in your content, you've added your images, and you're ready now to record your voice. Normally you would have to use a third-party piece of software, okay? But you already know we don't have to do that now, okay? So what's the next thing that you have to do? You would have to record your voice now over the slides, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because we're creating a course, we're creating tutorials, right? So this is what you would do. We've done our content, we've added in our things, now we're ready to record our voice over the top. What I would do is I would click on this core button again, add elements. I would go to media, and there's 2 ways now to record or have audio over the top of your slides. One is to upload it. So if you already have your voiceover, let's say, on your machine, then you would just go ahead and click on audio and you could go ahead and upload it, okay? But most people won't, okay? Most people won't. So most people will do this. They will click on media, click on record, and you will be able to record your audio, your voice directly through the browser with nothing more than the microphone that's built into your computer, your Mac, or your laptop, or your I've got a simple headset here. It's
So
like $20.
right into the presentation, yeah.
Right into the presentation, and the only thing now you have to do, and it's quite complicated. Okay, are you ready for this?
I know.
Click on that red dot.
Go ahead.
It's not complicated. It's that big, bright red dot. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and it comes to you as well with a 3 and a 2 and a 1.
Nice.
So hi guys, welcome to my presentation. I really thank you for purchasing this course of mine on. Let me get rid of this. Let me minimize that. On my food guide program, I'm going to show you how to live a healthy vegetarian lifestyle. I'm going to reveal my incredible fruit system to you, the vegetables that I cook in the mornings, the proteins that I eat, and how much weight I've lost in the last 2 days. And I'm looking very, very good. Right, so once I've done recording, I'm going to go back and hit stop. And now it's captured that audio, Todd. It's doing its magic. There's tiny little fairies inside the little software. And then all I need to do is click on add. We'll give it a moment there to process. And Todd, as if by magic, I'm a magician, okay? Look at that. The audio has now been added to that individual slide right there.
Yeah, it's really great for me.
It's so easy to use. Taking away a lot of the pain and the excuses most people have. It's like, how do I do this? How do I record? I just did it in front of you in like 2 minutes.
Now, that would automatically play upon the slide coming on, or do they have to hit the play button at the bottom?
So right now we are in the editing interface, okay? So that player will not be visible on the output. So we will discuss the export options and the formats that we export the presentations in. But yes, once we have exported it, everything will play automatically. So the sound that I recorded and attached to this individual slide will start playing by itself. There's nothing further you have to do. So, when I created the software, I always say this to my developers. I was like, look, take away as many decisions as you can from the user. We don't want them to think at all. Don't ask them any questions. Let's think for them. Let's keep things super simple.
Yeah,
that's the way I like to put it.
Because sometimes you have these folks that say, oh, why don't you add this, add that, and add that, but then you've lost the simplicity and it's no good. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, so you can hear it back until you're happy. You can delete and re-record. And then the beauty of this is you can go at your own pace. So you can start adding in audio against all of the content of all of your slides one at a time, whenever you're ready to. So, whether you're...
Yeah, so you do the presentation first, then you read off of it. That's how we did weather on TV, by the way. We did.
Really?
that. Yeah, you work off of the slides. It's all ad lib. So with each slide that we show, let's say it's the United States map with the satellite photograph, you just see it, this big storm in the center of the nation, you start talking about that storm. Same thing with these slides.
I want to show you one thing before we export our presentation, and that's this. And this is so impressive, as if you haven't seen all the good stuff already, like we've seen the amazing templates. I showed you how to record in minutes. I'm going to show you this, and your audience, Todd, is going to be blown away by this.
All right, we're ready.
Video. Imagine being able to add your favorite format, Todd, inside of a presentation, and that is video. Let me preface this by saying that you could add other people's content into your own presentation to make your own content heavy without doing the work. So it's a great shortcut. I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go to YouTube. Check this out. I'm going to click on Vimeo. Oh, not Vimeo. I'll go to, so there's many options here. I'm going to go to YouTube. I'm going to add in the URL of this one video that I just randomly grabbed right now. I'm going to click on add there. Anyway, but let's go and add healthy food. So I just went to YouTube to grab a food video. And the way you change the video is just you go to the top right, click on that, paste it in there, click on update, and it's going to load the video right in. So you can see the video in the back. That's actually a video in the back. And then you can overlay text as well on the top. I'm just going to delete this text because we already have a thumbnail coming through from the content creator themselves. So basically what you're looking at is a video in the background. You see that?
Yeah.
That's
so the video is overlaying or it's underneath that whole thing? How does that work?
It's just a video.
Yeah, if you click it, how does it play out? Can we?
We can. So if we go to preview, I'll show you exactly that. So I'll preview from the current slide.
Ah, you have a preview button.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. So does that video automatically play, or they have to click the play in order to get the video to play?
It's a very good question. Now it's going to depend on the format and the way that you export. If you're exporting it as a video, obviously a video is just going to play. Okay. If you're exporting it in this format here, let me just bring this up so I can visually show you. So if you're going to export as an HTML player, then you would slide through just like you would normally as slides, and it will just automatically play.
It will automatically play when you go through the HTML player.
Yeah, yeah.
And the PDF, it won't.
No, so because you can't embed video into a PDF. There's no way, nobody's ever done that. So you would be so far, but you can actually, it will have a still of the video, and you would click it, and it will take you to YouTube or wherever the source was.
Right.
So it's interactive. It's still interactive. I mean, I really wish that one day we can have the ability to add video playing actually.
Well, if you were making these into a webinar, you would use the HTML option?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Just beautiful. All right.
Let me see if I can bring one up if you want to see it.
Oh, yeah. We really appreciate you giving us this demo. It's a very complete demo. It shows how easy it is to use.
Absolutely. Okay, so I've brought the this one over. So this one is another food one that I created. So this is the HTML interactive viewer export. Okay, so let's go to the very start so your audience can understand like what's on the screen. So imagine this is the beginning of your presentation. Now there's two ways for you to scroll through the slides. You can scroll through manually. Yeah, manually just by pressing on this, or you can automate it by clicking on the play button underneath. Yeah, and you see these little dots? This indicates slide reference points, which is great for reference, you know. So your audience can hover over these and see what's there on slide 4 out of 10, or what this one covers here on slide 5.
Well, the audience could do that.
Audience can do that. Yeah, they can see that. So
yeah.
So this one is the 5 benefits of eating organic. I really should go organic myself. I need to
they click on that, will they jump around?
Yeah, so if they click on this point here, this reference point, they will jump to slide number 3. If they click on this point here, they'll slide to slide number 7 out of 10. Yeah. Now, if this is you, Todd, doing a webinar, you are the one that has control of this. So you can dictate where you want to go in the presentation. Whether you're just going to be more conventional and go through one slide at a time, and you're sharing your screen so you can show them this slide, Then you'll show them this slide, and you'll discuss and talk about this slide and the content on it. Talk about how great that lemon is, and that aubergine, and that cherry tomato, or tomato, you know. And then there is a video in here too. So let's get to the video, and we have a video.
Yeah, automatically, yeah. Beautiful.
Really high definition, high quality. We've got Gordon Ramsay there, and then so on and so on. Look how stunning these slides are, though, Todd.
Yes, very good.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
they're immaculate.
Anything, you know, in a regular presentation.
Yeah. I mean, down to that little leaf by her ear. Sorry, I just get excited about these things.
That's okay. Listen, it's so good. I want to know, you know, since we're offering folks the opportunity as one option to get like a bundle of the products that you're offering beyond just the main product, what are those other products that are coming in the bundle? And tell us, you know, how you're combining all this into one unit.
I highly recommend that everybody does grab the bundle. People always end up getting all of my products, so you know, make a great investment decision as well financially on the pocket to grab the entire bundle up front.
Especially that discount, we have like a couple $100 off on this.
You've got a super duper discount compared to a lot of other people you have, Todd. So
Yeah.
They should definitely be grabbing it through you. So I like going the extra mile for the people that I like. I mean, look at that face. I mean, I had to give in there, right?
But seriously,
Yeah.
can you just briefly step us through what the different upgrades are?
Okay. Now, Todd, every one of these upgrades enhances the main software. You can see it on the screen. So upgrade number one there is Prezentar Professional. Now that's going to turbocharge people's presentations. It gives them a lot more features, a lot more power. Okay, and it also unlocks a video sales letter creator. In fact, I could show you that on here. So we've got some of those slides here actually. So it'll unlock new features, 150 more templates, images, media, music, audio library, just enhances everything. And it also has a video sales letters creator inbuilt, so allowing you to create beautiful, impactful video sales letters video sales letters in a matter of minutes. So you'll grab your content, you'll put it into a box, you'll just paste it in, and from your content that you've pasted into a box, you'll press a button, and it'll create your presentation there and lay out your content across slides automatically for you, which is great if you've got content on a notepad or a document. You just copy it across, and it will lay it out across slides for you. So that's the video sales letters creator there. Okay, it really saves you a lot of time. That one does. And you'll also get a lot more premium templates with Pro. You'll get enhanced high definition background. You'll get the VIP stock images. You'll get commercial license that allow you to use the software to sell your work and the presentation to clients. Superior features, unlimited storage, free update, upgraded power, and limitless editing. Okay, so that was Professional there, as well as the video sales letter creator that's unlocked inside of Professional. Okay, and then we have, so I just described the way you achieve and create the video sales letters there already. Step one, you paste your content into a box. Step two, you press the button, and it will automatically turn your text into slides. Okay, and then we have Prezentar X Factor. Okay, look at this beautiful looking lady. So Prezentar X Factor will give you exclusive hot new niche design templates and presentations added to the user's library every single month for a whole entire year, and there aren't any monthly fees. So every month your library is just getting beefier and stronger and bigger and bigger. It gives you a lot more options, right? And a lot more options means you stand out from everybody else. You stand out from your competition. You stand out from normal basic Prezentar users, okay? Right. And it also allows you to create a variety of more different types of content for your clients, because every month you've got something new that you can show them or give to them or create for them. You know? Yeah,
it gives you kind of like unlimited assets, yeah.
Yeah, you know, you're just growing, you're just getting stronger every single month, right? So, and that we cover a wide array of different niches. So the competition are not going to have access to those. You're going to stand out from the crowd with unlimited options and maximum profits really at the end of the day, okay? So we cover things from health themes. There's betting category niche themes in there, fitness, gaming, garden, fashion, fishing, business. I've never done fishing. I've never gone fishing. I need to. I need to. I'll get around to it one day. Business, religion, design, crypto. Crypto is pretty big, Todd.
Yeah.
Don't know if you've invested in any, but I'll give you my Bitcoin address. Feel free to send me some Bitcoin too after this. After this call. All right. So then we have Prezentar Halo 3D. Now with this one, this one's incredible. You get 4 pieces of software in one with this. Okay, Halo 3D. This includes slide transitions, rotating carousels, which I guarantee that you probably haven't seen before, flip books, which are really interactive, so you can display your presentation in an interactive way with sound. So let that load up. And here's one that was I created on making money with affiliate programs. What I found is through surveys, people like flipping through like a real book, that kind of feel.
Yeah,
you know?
it looks even better. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's in between like a real book and just consuming content on an e-reader. So it's in between. And plus, with this multimedia different type of layout of a flip book, you can actually click website links, videos, so you can have call to actions
within the book.
Within the book. See,
you
can
put video in the book.
Video, they would have to click and go off.
That's what you told me earlier.
Yeah,
like PDF.
With the same with the PDF. But you could also have a call to actions, like you can have a buy now, a book a call, or contact me, or email me, or like me, or beat me, whatever you want. You can have that in there. So that's the Flipbook Creator. Then we have app number 2. So I remember I said it was 4 in 1. So that was just the first one in there. Okay. App number 2 are the Magic 3D carousels. Now I love this one. I have to show you this one. Out of everything that we've seen so far, I really have to show you this one. You don't mind, do you, Todd? You're not getting bored of me and fed up of me, are you?
I like this. This is great.
Carousel. Okay, so let me show you this. Now, again, this is very quirky. It's different. Nobody's seen anything like this. Just imagine you showing someone something like this. Are you ready?
Yep.
In 3, in 2, in 2 and a bit. Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. 1. There we go. Look at that. We have rotating 3D carousels.
Wow. Yeah.
It's going to let you figure out what's going on here, because people haven't really seen anything like this before.
Yeah, that's really different.
Yeah. Imagine having this as even a supplement to your presentation or to your course. You can embed this on your website as reference points. They can reference certain slides. Everything is clickable as well. We also have a video in here. So this one at the end, it says free ebook. Click here and they can go ahead and download an ebook. So this is a great way for you to provide. I don't know. I've got just an idea from this, and that is, you know how people after a webinar say, Todd, oh, could you give us the slides from that webinar? Sometimes they say things like that.
Yep.
How about giving something like this instead?
Oh my goodness.
Interactive, quirky, and it's clickable as well.
This is so different than anything I've ever seen in a presentation.
Yeah. Got the video in there.
It's totally a step above. I mean, you've already gone a step above, but this, to me, is like a new bar. I really, really like that. It's just so visually pleasing. It's like, where's this been my whole life?
Exactly. And I would just spend hours just looking at this and rotating the screen like this, Todd. I really would, just spinning it around,
Yeah, that reminds me of that Oculus thing that you're always handing out to people.
Yeah. I'm always in there.
You sold me on that. I bought one of those, and
did you?
Yeah, and I love that. It looks like that. Yeah.
Especially with the whole meta virtual thing now, this just kind of ties into it. Just giving your audience something different, some new technology, a new feel. That was only number 2. There's 2 more still to go inside of that one.
I really
great. You've got hypnotic transitions.
Okay?
You need to be able to keep your viewers hooked from slide to slide.
Yeah.
So there's magical effects that you could overlay. Yeah. So we've got some really incredible transitions. We'll spin them around and throw them up in the air, and they'll be like, "Whoa, what's going on here?" Right? But they're really beautiful. They're elegant. It depends on your style and what you want to add. So you can pick and choose something that takes your fancy. So that's number 3. That's app number 3. You got a whole hypnotic transition pack. And number 4, Todd, are mock-up skins. So again, now let's say you have created your presentation. Imagine embedding your presentation inside of a modern-looking laptop, or an iMac screen, or a Samsung tablet, or an whatever.
Mock-ups were at one point the rage a couple of years ago, just for the mock-up itself.
That's 4 apps. in one right there inside of Prezentar
And but
Halo 3.
all inside Prezentar. So this isn't like an upgrade that's outside. It's right
Oh,
inside.
just so powerful. Everything
Because we're integrating, you know, we have a lot of folks that purchased our Human Synthesis Studio software with the humatars that speak in front of, you know, websites and things like that. We're integrating for them as a bonus the ability to put these presentations behind those humatars. So we've integrated to Prezentar as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's really great that you're keeping everything like internal, you know.
Inbuilt.
Yeah, what else you got? You got me really hooked now.
Okay, so then we have Auto Job Finder.
Whoa.
Prezentar Auto Job. I mean that guy is making so much money. He started smoking, right? Okay, now what this software does is he automatically, not he, sorry, the software goes out and finds gigs for you.
How?
Okay.
How?
It's connected to all of these various freelance platforms.
Wait a minute. Whoa. We didn't talk about this earlier. You're telling me that this can find when a gig is open?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's so many things to talk about, Todd. I'm sorry I forgot about this one.
Incredible. That's incredible. And we're
Yeah.
talking about monetizing. That's incredible. This will go and find the jobs that are being posted. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. So let me backtrack. I'll backtrack. So you want to make money, right? Let's say you've got Prezentar now. Let's say they've purchased the whole bundle collection through using your super exclusive coupon as well. Okay. Now they want to make some money creating presentations for clients. Okay. Now they can go out and manually scour the internet far and wide, going to sites one at a time, or they can use Prezentar Auto Job Finder, hit a button, and have jobs come to them listed right in front of them on the screen for them to then pick and choose which ones they want to take on. How about that?
Holy.
How about that, Todd?
Give me an example of what the post would look like that would come to you. What would it say? I want a presentation for blah, blah, blah. What?
I've got it right there. I have it on the slide, baby. There we go. All right, let me zoom into that. Let me zoom in. So this is screenshots from the actual software itself. So let's say in the search box, you type in create presentation. Okay. The software tells us there's 1,300 jobs found. Okay. So let's have a look at this one. This one says, I need a presentation created to help explain a concept. So this is coming from the client. Okay.
Really?
So the client says, we have a company slide deck. Sorry, the fist is covering that a little bit. We have a company slide deck. We need a freelancer to design and create the presentation, blah, blah, blah. So, and it says his budget is $450. He posted 18 hours ago, and this client has spent like $10,000 in his lifetime online as a client. So that guy is offering, what is your $450? So he's willing to pay $450. So you can go into the job posting now by clicking on it. It'll take you to the freelance site where it originates, and then it's up to you to bid or to contact the client or negotiate something.
Going to the freelance site and putting out a search and having to do this manually every day, these are coming to you.
They're coming to you.
Wow.
We're saving time here, Todd. It's about efficiency. It's about systemized. So you can just pick it every day. You can log into it.
Otherwise, like finding a needle in a haystack. This way, they're coming to you.
They're coming to you. And you're there sitting at home in your pants, just picking and choosing. How much money do you want to make today?
Wow.
Okay. Right? So let me give you another example. So this guy, it says, I want to create a pitch deck. He's offering $500 there, Todd. He's based in Australia. So this is worldwide jobs coming in from all over the place.
Yeah.
UK, India, Brazil, China, it doesn't matter. Right? We just want to service clients. We want to make some money here so you can pick and choose who you want to take on, This one here says, I need a designer needed to create personalized presentations. I'm looking at 10 to 15 presentations done that would be based on a template that you create. I would like a PowerPoint presentation done, which explains the benefit of so on and so on and so on. So his budget is $2,000 there, Todd, $2,000. And I mentioned earlier today that a member on our team, Kevin, he just got paid $3,500 by creating a presentation for one of his clients.
What if they said to you, hey, you're not doing it in a PTTX, right? Because they used to the PowerPoint
Yeah.
actual output. And you're saying, well, I don't have that output. I have an even better output in this data, but we're so used to the other one. What is your objection,
to that? I don't think it would have an objection because PowerPoint, I mean, let's say they take their presentation in PowerPoint. What are they going to do with that presentation? More likely than not, they're going to run that presentation in front of an audience of some kind. And all that presentation is going to do is just going to go through slide one at a time.
Right.
We have that already with the HTML interactive viewer. In fact, it's a much more rich experience because it allows you to play videos as well. It has sound, has visuals, you can click on it, right? So that's overcoming it. I think that's overcome that objection there, number one. Number two, you can actually offer more value by giving them the video version to your client. You can either give it to them as a bonus or you can charge for that. That's what it's up to you how you want to play that. And by that, I mean, because if we go back to the software, I don't think I actually showed you that. Like,
yeah, it's an MP4. It's an
MP4.
I noticed.
So how about
up there? Yeah.
Yeah. You can give them 3 formats at the same time. That in itself would allow you to stand out from all the other freelancers that are bidding on this. You could say, hey, Mr. Bob, I'll create you the slides. I'll give you the video version, and I will create you a beautiful looking ebook as well. We have Prezentar Agency, because now that you've been using Auto Job Finder, let's have your audience thinking this through. So they've got Prezentar, they've got all these templates. Now they're making money with Auto Job Finder. The jobs are coming to them. The next step, now that they've got so many clients and they can't take on all this work, Todd, is to then utilize Prezentar Agency module within the software. Now, what that allows you to do, Todd, is to add 25 more team members into the account. So now they can start helping you fulfill all of these clients and these jobs that are coming in, so that you can sit back, spend your money and figure out where you want to spend all that cash that you're making. You want to go on holiday, you want to spend it on the kids or the partner, you want to buy a dog a new ball, whatever. Right?
Too much. You're just priceless.
So that is perfect for you to scale your agency, which you are then going to become, going from a one-man band sitting at your home,
No, I'm serious. Of all the products that we've seen, I mean, this is one of those that you really could just literally do this and churn it out and have an agency with. You don't need to have various other services like SEO services and even video services.
You could give them the PDF version for free and say, here's a little taster.
Yeah, and then leave the HTML version and the video version.
And the video, yeah. That's got them sold. A quick recap there. So it was the upgrades were these. Oh, this is a great slide actually to show now, I think. The Prezentar main software, the Prezentar Professional Edition, Prezentar X Factor, which gives you monthly templates and there's no monthly recurring charges, so you don't have to worry. You can keep your Netflix subscription going. We're just going to pump your software every single month with stunning, beautiful templates. Then we have Prezentar Halo, which remember was the 4-in-1. So you get 4 pieces of software in that one inside of Prezentar Halo. Then we have Auto Job Finder, which finds you gigs and brings them to you on a plate so you can pick and choose what you want to do for that day. And then we have Prezentar Agency, which allows you to add up to 25 team members to your account to help you create presentations in a more sort of like a collaborative effort, So you can sit back really and have people. You could hire other freelancers, add them to your account to do work, to work online and to fulfill all these presentations. So it's a machine. It's everything you need to start making money.
I can't tell you how excited I am about this. We're also giving out a special coupon for folks who get this for our Face Swap launch. Face Swap is where you're able to change the faces and backgrounds of actual videos. I mean, you could just go on YouTube and grab, like I took you and I put a little Jack Sparrow into your face and made you look even better, which I thought was impossible. But somehow I did that. And, we'll show an example of that. And so much is involved with that product coming out on the 19th that we wanted to give a special bonus to folks that purchase Prezentar, a coupon for that product before it even comes out, so that they get that for less than anybody else. Congratulations. And the job you did in explaining it was just impeccable. You just have really taken us through each of the features and on each of the upgrades. I really appreciated it, Adeel, you coming on and doing this with us. And thank you for giving us that coupon for $200 off. So that we can
it's a big coupon. You know, the minute they said Todd wants you, I'm like, I have to do it. I'm getting on.
Oh, thank you. And thanks again, Adeel. Have a great day. Have a great launch. And we're so excited about this. I know this is a continuing product, but this is the time to get it when the price is low. We've got the coupons for you, and you get our other amazing bonuses as well. Thanks, Adeel.
This is good. I'll show you why it's good. Because you're going to get to see me try to log in here. So you can see I have projects. So I'm going to my projects, and now I'm going to my presentations, which are in here. And then I have two in here right now. One is how to use Human Synthesis Studio with Prezentar, which I'm going to go over, as you know, in just a couple of minutes. And then I have my actual slideshow of Prezentar, which is right here. And what I've been doing is we could either do view the actual slideshow or we could do edit the slideshow. So I've been in edit mode. And the reason I've been doing that is so I could actually show how I can edit things on the fly. Now, again, I just learned how to use this software yesterday. And all these buttons, for instance, here have different meanings, such as save, download, share. This is add an element. This is preview right here. Okay, right here in the, can you see where my mouse is? Right here on the left-hand side of the middle. That's preview. Then we have presentation, audio. We have template settings, things like that. So where we last left off was the actual demo, which was around slide 17. So you can see I'm going up and down the slides on the left-hand side, and that was that slide 18 actually. And I could have played that demo right inside, but I wouldn't have been able to pause it if I wanted to. And what I wanted to be able to do is, in case one of you had said, hey, I can't watch this anymore, it's out of sync or something, I could have stopped the demo, the video itself. And what they've gotten here is a situation where this play button on the inside isn't responsive to me, so they're changing that. It's responsive on the outside, but not on the inside when you export it, but not when you're editing it. So that's why I actually showed you the video separately. All right. So some of the things that are included here in the additional upgrades, going through them, were the professional, that's the premium templates, the high definition backgrounds, the stock images, the commercial license, allowing you to do this commercially, of course, like go on Fiverr or Upwork, superior features, unlimited storage, free updates. Those are the updates that I guess some of the updates that would be more advanced would be under the Prezentar professional license. And then we have limitless editing as well. Now, the next thing is the X factor. The X factor were the additional themes: the health, the betting, the fitness, the gaming, the garden, the fashion, the family, technology, home, crypto, design, sports. See how I was able to reduce that just now, get the menu down? Business, fishing, business, religion. That's X factor. Those two are good, but the one that I really, really like is Halo. That's number 3. That allows you to create the flipbook. It allows you to make those magic 3D carousels, the transitions, and the mockups. The mockups are something that, of course, are very key because you could put it on various different objects. Then the next upgrade is the auto job finder, where the jobs come to you. I'm not even going to expound on that because I've talked about that already today. And then finally, the agency, which allows you to turn this into an agency by establishing a whole business, getting as many as 25 team members, and really churning these out. Those are all the upgrades. There are many bonuses as well, and especially bonuses that we'll be providing, including I'm going to give the first 25 people that get the bundle today a chance to get my voice on your slides. Remember, I'm the #1 voice of internet marketing. So all those upgrades that we just mentioned, the professional, the X Factor, the Halo 3D, the auto job finder, and the agency, and of course, the basic Prezentar itself, and Then 10 more templates, Prezentar Masterclass, 24-hour support, and a 3 PC multi-license, affiliate program access. All those bonuses are also included. The actual cost of this would have been $597 if you got each one of these individually. But that's not going to be the price today. Remember, I said I have a couple $100 off here. And you could even just get the front end product if you'd like, just the basic product. But we really do suggest the bundle, especially with that business finder. And the one that had the 4 modules. That was incredible. We are also, my team, providing some really important bonuses, such as an image editor piece of software, the high value coupon for when Face Swap comes out in 12 days, just 12 days from now, or 13. 6 pieces of software with white label rights are also going to be included. And for the first 25 people only, that grab the bonus, that's the bundle, you will be getting a minute of voiceover work from me that you can put right into this software and use for your presentations. All of this is not $597. Remember, I said with the bundle, you get a $200 off coupon. Folks, I'm going to ask my team, is this live right now? Can folks get in now? We are live, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get this right now. Are you guys ready to get Prezentar and also get the flip book right now? It's going to show you how to use this with Human Synthesis Studio. All right, you guys saying yes, ready. Here we go. It's toddgross.net/presents get bundle, and then use this coupon, Marvel, for $200 off so that it's only $397. Or go through the actual funnel, pick and choose as you'd like, and that's toddgross.net presents Prezentar FE, or in other words, Prezentar front end. And use the coupon Ironman to get $50 off, making this inexpensive software. Everybody on this webinar should get one of these 2 choices today, because if you do, it will be extremely inexpensive with the coupons, especially the front end product is super affordable. The better deal, obviously, is the bundle right now. $200 off. It doesn't stay that way. Adeel's products go on ClickBank. They end up selling at full price. This is a special deal only. If you purchase from this particular link, you'll also be getting the amazing integration with Human Synthesis Studio, which most of you have. I have right now on my other screen, which I'm going to bring over in just a moment, our flip book that we made with Prezentar that shows you how to integrate this into Human Synthesis Studio directly. But Oliver, who I was on with just moments ago, said, Todd, I didn't even think of doing it the other way around. You could either put the humitars right on top of the actual slides and have them walk and talk on the slides, or you could even take the actual finished Human Synthesis video and play it within the actual slideshow itself. So you can have a Human Synthesis Studio character just start playing. So in other words, for instance, you see this right here where I just showed this? This is a video of Kimberly, and it shows how I changed Kimberly. And I'm showing you from inside the software, so I'm not making this play right now, okay? But the point being that this could be a playing video right now if I rendered this out. So the finished presentation would have a playing video right now, and that could be a Human Synthesis Studio video, which has the text-to-speech and has the narrator who could come in and narrate an educational video, right? That could be done right there. Or you could do it the other way around, and you could actually have folks walking and talking over the slides, as I'll show you how to do in just a moment. But before I show you that flip book, which you're going to be getting free just for being here today, I am going to first give you these links, toddgross.net presents Get Bundle, and toddgross.net presents Prezentar FE. I want to know who's got the bundle because you're getting my voiceover as part of it. All right. 1 minute voiceover. We're going to have to actually contact you directly because we've spoken with ClickBank and they don't have an automatic way to get our bonuses. So we're going to be reaching out to you individually. And that's another reason why, you'll want to move on this right now. So we could be, it's first come, first serve in terms of us being able to get back to you. So we're very good like that. We will contact you when you purchase. If you don't hear from us, we are going to put in the chat box our email. It's my personal email that I use for business purposes, and that's your greenscreenguy@gmail.com. All right, so we'll be putting that in the chat box, your greenscreenguy@gmail.com. I'm putting that in there now in case you don't hear from us to get those bonuses, including my voiceover. And you'll want to include the receipt as well. Prezentar.com, hop equals Todd Wicks. Kelvin's reporting only the header and footer are visible. Is there a refund guarantee? Absolutely. The refund guarantee is very, very much there. It's easy to get a refund on this particular product. Here's how you're going to be getting your coupon for the face swap webinar. I promised that. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to talk more about Human Synthesis Studio. Then I'll go back to those links for you. And that is to write to this address, toddgross.net/presents/FSC coupon, or FS coupon with FS and C capitalized. That means face swap coupon, obviously. That's where you're going to go to sign up for the webinar for face swap. That's the Father's Day, United States Father's Day webinar. And you also immediately will be getting a coupon. It's a secret amount. We're not telling you the amount of the coupon, believe it or not, but it's substantial. So you'll be getting it for less than anybody else. And remember, face swap is that software that actually allows you to change the face, just as you see right here, of the actors and actresses or people any video that you get virtually off of Vimeo or YouTube or the net. And then you could make, like this Kimberly here, we could have changed her face to any ethnicity, any age group.
The difference between the winners and the losers in life is one simple thing: the willingness to take massive action. You have that opportunity right here today.
I didn't show that to you before. That's the actual video version of the face swap that I made earlier. So that's what face swap is about, and that's coming up in 2 weeks, and you get a big coupon today if you purchase either version of Prezentar through us. Now, I promised you I'd show you the actual flip book itself, and I do have that on my other computer screen. So let me go grab that while we answer some more questions in text. There's one way to easily access it, and that's for me to go back to my Prezentar account. There it is. This was the edited version from before, where I was actually in there editing. And remember, in the account itself, I had a couple of projects in there. One project was the Prezentar and Face Swap webinar, which you've just been watching. The other project, which I can hit view, let's watch it in view. So we're still inside the software now, but we're going to view it. And this is what we rendered as a flip book. And what it's doing, I think it's reading out every 5 seconds. Here's the part where I better pause it, I think. This is how you could use Human Synthesis Studio together with Prezentar templates to create great videos. How to import PDF presentations from Prezentar to Human Synthesis Studio. Step 1, you're going to create your favorite Prezentar template or presentation like we've been doing here today. And then you click download the PDF version of the presentation. So we're going to create a PDF, and how would we do that? Well, in edit mode, there was a actual little download. Remember the download button? We just would hit download. You want me to show you that? All right, let me go back and I'll show you that. I'll do this in edit mode. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to my projects. I'm inside Prezentar now, and I'm just goofing around in there so that you can see what I'm doing. Remember, I have only just learned to use this software. All right. Now I'm going to go in edit mode. That's on the left. Now it's loading up. And now I have all these menu buttons here, and that's going to make it easier to save it. So if I want to save this as a PDF, which is what basically our instructions are telling us to do, right? Create your Prezentar template or presentation, download the PDF version of the presentation. Make sure you've selected up to 12 slides. So now I would go in here, and first of all, I'd save it, and then I'd download it with the download link. Can everybody see this? On the lower part of my screen, I have my cursor right now, and then I'm going to just click download, and now I'm going to choose PDF, and it's going to create the flipbook, just like that. Step 2, in the main HSS dashboard on the right-hand side, in Select Background, you click Import PDF or PPT tab. From there, you can import the PDF file as video background for your HSS videos. So let's do that. It says go into, yes.
I'm going to interrupt you for just a second. We have a little confusion that I'd like to straighten out. We've mentioned, or some people know, that they use the same email for Human Synthesis Studio when they're purchasing in that product line. However, they do not have to worry about using that same email when they're purchasing Prezentar. It does not affect what goes on with Human Synthesis Studio. It does not affect you importing from Prezentar into Human Synthesis Studio. So don't be concerned about that. We've had a number of people saying I bought from a different email link, and that's not going to affect anything.
Luann, while I have you on here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going into select my Humitar. I'm selecting Jenny.
Yep.
Then I'm selecting create video.
Okay.
And now your instructions say select background. So that would be over here on the right, right?
Put your title in,
Okay.
and then you're just going to import. Since you've already gotten everything in there, you're just going to import your PDF down under, yes, select background. That's correct. Go to
So
import PDF.
So
Yes.
folks will not recognize this. This was not in there earlier. So this is when you purchase today, Prezentar, you now have import PDF. And now it says choose PDF file, right?
Which you'll get, right, and you'll get that from your computer where you have downloaded the presentation.
Okay. So I just downloaded the presentation moments ago, right? You saw me do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to get to my downloads. And I open that up. And now that is in there.
It'll take a minute for it to load.
It's loading up. And now you said that folks should be wary that on each slide they have to put text. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. So do remember that some amount of text needs to be put on each slide.
You could still use any language as always. So
yes.
Jenny speaking in any different language. It's just like
correct.
Regular is the studio, except it's on top of up to 12 Prezentar slides, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you get up to 12 slides, and in this case, I think you used 12. Did you use
yes,
12?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And you just started doing this on Saturday, and you've got this whole thing down already, right?
Right. Yeah, it was very easy to do. Very easy to do. And as you will see also that I have finished my my HSS video. So that is available now along with the flipbook. So you will have a chance to see yourself what I have done. And what's great about HSS is you can put Jenny wherever you want to. So you can put her over on the right side so that she is not covering any of the, yeah, just like that. And so that's very easy to do. You can also select her to be in the middle right, and that'll make her larger. And no, yeah, middle right, middle right. Next one. Yes, there you go. And you can also select to have her in a circle. So you can do that. So she'll, yeah, up there.
So for educational purposes, if we're running this Prezentar presentation and she's narrating through, imagine what you could do educationally with that. You could do like a whole
Right.
YouTube course in that.
So yeah, it was extremely easy to do as far as putting the template together and then importing, extremely easy to do. And I did not, when I put the book, the video together, you'll see that I did not write every single word that's on each of the slides. So you don't have to go by what's on the slide. You can have your humitar speaking whatever you want on that particular slide. So I figured that you could, read your own instructions. You didn't have to have her read every bit of the instructions. So I only put a few sentences on a couple of those slides.
Okay, so I'm going to go to my videos. And you said this is done now.
Yep, it is ready. And I have the link. Yeah, link is ready for us in our groups to pass out.
So I can now look at this with Jenny. All right, let's see if let me do that again. I lost it. Download.
Shareable, copy shareable link.
HSS with prezentar.mp4. Oh, I see it. Open. I'm opening it with QuickTime, bringing it over.
Hi, I'm Jenny from Human Synthesis Studio, and this is a presenter template that I made into a flipbook. Then I downloaded it as a PDF and imported it into HSS and created this video. We'll give you the flipbook with all the instructions at the end of this webinar. With Prezentar, you can create presentations with text, graphics, background music, and audio. You can even share your presentations with clients so they can make comments before the final version. This is how you can use Human Synthesis Studio together with Prezentar templates to create great videos. Here are the first 2 steps to import your PDF from Prezentar into Human Synthesis Studio. Complete step 3 and you are ready to add text for the voice. For those who own Human Synthesis Studio, we will increase your slides to 12. If you don't have 12 already, for those who do not own Human Synthesis Studio, here is the link for you to purchase with a discount code. There are many places to use your videos. Video content has been proven to increase conversions. Todd Gross and Oliver Goodwin thank you for coming to our presentation of presenters. Please sign up now to get your free gift and high-value discount code for Face Swap. You also register for our June 19 and June 20 webinars. You can attend either. You'll get reminder emails when it is time. Thanks again for coming.
Luann, do you mind if I share your age?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely no, that you can't. Yes, you can, is what I'm trying to say. I have no problems with that.
Is it 74?
75.
You're 75?
Yes, sir.
Can we just take a moment to just thank Luann? 75 years old with how many grandchildren?
8.
8 grandchildren. Not only did she learn how to use Prezentar in under 48 hours, but she would manage to put this flipbook together with Jenny in Human Synthesis Studio. Write the text on every one of those slides. Change Jenny's voice. Put Jenny in a circle, big, little, move it all over the screen. That's how easy these 2 pieces of software work together. What do you think about that? Is that incredible or what, gang? If you do not already have Human Synthesis Studio, we do have a place for you to go right now and purchase it with a 30% off coupon. And that is humitars.net/go. The humitars are those walking, talking people like you just saw. And the 30% off coupon is save now. Now, this is a little bit small, so what I'm going to do is try to enlarge it a little bit. We'll put this in the chat. So if you don't already have Human Synthesis Studio and would like to purchase it and grab it and integrate with Prezentar, it's a way to get text to speech in there. It's a way to get any language in there. It's a way to get real live human presenters. Those are real humans, by the way. Those are not avatars. Those are humans that posed and then we just move their mouth. And those are real human voices too. So it's humitars.net/go. Coupon 30% off is saved now. I am off topic. I realize that. We're on to another piece of software here. We want to get back to Prezentar, but many of you are here because you have Human Synthesis Studio. Many of you are here because you know about face swap coming up. So I wanted to address those issues as well. This is a great question. Eduardo asks, will the integration with Prezentar and Synthesis be available right away once we purchase? Do we need to email you? I believe it's there right away, Luann. I know it's in our account. Is it going to be there right away for them, or do we have to flip that switch for them? Because they get the 12.
We have to flip that switch for them. Yeah.
All right. So they should write us, or we're going to write to them?
I think that we're just going to take the list from the buyers and we'll do it that way from that list.
All right, Tom, this is the finished product of what we did with Francis.
Hi, this is Francis, and I am going for a ride out in the country this weekend. I hope the weather will be good.
All right, so some of the other Francis humitars, we call them, Luann named them, by the way, actually have her gesturing more. In this one, she has very good head motions. We are coming out with more that are going to have even more gestures that are natural. But you can see the lip sync is really good.
Hi, this is Francis, and I am going for a ride out in the country this weekend. I hope the weather will be good.
Okay, and you saw that I just wrote that. I mean, you know, that's not something she actually said, and she's a real actress. That's a real person. I just want to make sure you know that's not an avatar. And don't forget to hold on to this link. This link is for your flip book for your Human Synthesis Studio integration. It's the flip book that I showed you, the one that we're giving you right now, right here, so that you can purchase Prezentar and use it with Human Synthesis Studio without having to worry about having to go through this webinar again and looking at me do it. You can actually see those instructions plain as day. And that's that one that Luann created, of course, by going to this link. And all that should be, I believe it all is posted in the chat box. Thank you for hanging on so long. It has been almost 4 hours, and we had a great time. I'd like to thank my team for putting so much work into this particular launch. It's obviously a product that's related to our products, and you know, we have face swap coming. We've had Human Synthesis Studio out for a while. All the links are in the chat box. When I shut down now, I'm not going to shut the webinar down entirely. I'm going to leave the question answer box up for a while. Luann also hangs around usually just a little bit longer to see if any questions are being asked. We'll leave that up there, okay? And you could continue to ask questions if something comes to mind. And then we'll shut it down in about 10 minutes from now or so. And we will send you the replay, hopefully within a few hours. I mean, I have to edit it. I'm the one that sits and actually edits it. Very worst, it'll be tomorrow, okay? Thanks again. Speak to you again soon. Thanks for your support.